Hi, welcome to 7 Minute Money, a podcast where I, your host Isabel, break down finances in 7 minutes or less. On today's episode, we'll be talking about saving for an emergency fund. Wait. What is an emergency fund? An emergency fund is money set aside for unexpected costs. Think of things like your phone breaking or your car needing a repair because of those curves who happen to be in the way. Life loves throwing surprises at you. So an emergency fund helps you be ready for those things. It's like a financial safety net so you don't have to stress about unexpected inconveniences. You might be thinking, why do you need an emergency fund now? Because there'll come a time when you really need money. Even while you're in school. Maybe you smash your laptop when stressing about finals, or you need money for an emergency car repair. If you don't have any savings set aside, it can be stressful to figure out how to pay for these things. Having an emergency fund means you won't have to borrow money from friends or family or go into debt. So, how do you actually start building your emergency fund? Don't worry, it's easier than it sounds. Here are a few steps to get you started. First, start small. You don't have to save a huge amount at first. Start with small, realistic goals like saving $50 or $100. Once you reach that goal, you can keep adding more. Even saving just $5 or $10 each week will build up over time. Second, make saving a habit. Try to set aside a portion of your paycheck or any money you get regularly. If you work a part-time, consider taking 10 to 20% of your earnings and putting it into a savings right away. Even small regular deposits can add up. Third, use a separate account. It's a good idea to keep your emergency fund separate from your regular spending money. You can open a savings account at your bank or use an app that automatically saves money for you. By keeping it separate, you're less likely to spend it on things you don't need. And lastly, cut back on small expenses. Take a look at your spending. Could you cut back on things like fast food, buying Starbucks, or streaming services you don't use as much? Even saving a few dollars here and there can add up and go straight into an emergency fund. Now, how much should you save? A good goal is to start with $500. It may seem like a lot, but it's a solid amount to cover a small emergency. Once you hit that goal, you can keep saving and aim for even more. The key is to start small and make it a regular habit. Once your emergency fund is in place, you'll feel more secure and less stressed when life throws curveballs your way. It's not about having a huge pile of cash. It's about being ready for whatever comes next. Plus, having that emergency fund will help you avoid relying on credit cards or loans when something unexpected happens. Alright, that's your quick 7-minute guide to saving money for an emergency fund. In the next episode, I'll be teaching you how to understand credit cards. Thanks for tuning into 7-Minute Money. Remember, small steps lead to big changes. Until next time, I'm your host Isabel, and I'll catch you in the next episode.